Here's a truth that's going to change how you see your money. You probably don't have an income problem, you have a leak problem. Right now, hundreds of dollars are quietly slipping out of your accounts every single month on things you barely notice and wouldn't even miss, and if you can find and plug those leaks, it's exactly like giving yourself a raise, except you get to keep all of it. Most people think the only way to have more money is to earn more, but earning more takes time, while plugging leaks can put cash back in your pocket starting this week. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly where your money is actually going, the myths that keep you feeling broke no matter what, and a step-by-step system to find serious money in your budget fast, even if you feel like there's nothing left to cut. There's one specific area, I'll get to it shortly, where most people are overpaying by hundreds every month without realizing it. By the end, you'll know precisely how to free up more money than you thought possible, starting tonight. Let's get into it. Welcome to Money Decoded. So let's reframe what saving money actually is, because the word makes people picture misery and deprivation, and that's completely wrong. Saving isn't about suffering, it's about plugging the leaks so your money stops disappearing on things that don't actually make your life better. Think of your finances like a bucket. Money pours in from your income, but if the bucket is full of holes, subscriptions you forgot about, impulse buys, overpriced bills, it drains out just as fast, and you're left wondering where it all went. Saving money is simply finding and sealing those holes, so more of what you earn actually stays with you. And here's why this is so powerful: the gap between what you earn and what you spend is the single most important number in your financial life, because that gap is what becomes your emergency fund, your investments, your freedom. Every leak you seal permanently widens that gap. So this isn't about becoming a miserable penny pincher, it's about being intentional, spending on what truly matters to you and ruthlessly cutting what doesn't. Do that, and you can free up real money without feeling deprived at all. But first, let's kill the myths that keep people feeling broke. Let's destroy the myths that keep you feeling broke no matter what you earn. Myth 1: I don't make enough to save anything. But saving fast is less about your income and more about your leaks, and almost everyone has leaks they can plug, no matter what they earn. In fact, the tighter things feel, the more those hidden leaks are hurting you. Myth 2: small savings don't matter. This one is quietly devastating. That daily coffee, those little subscriptions, the small impulse buys, they add up to hundreds or thousands a year, and worse, small leaks are a sign of a leaky mindset that's draining you everywhere. Myth 3: saving means a joyless, miserable life. Not if you do it right, because the biggest savings come from a few big, mostly painless changes, not from depriving yourself of every small joy. You can cut hard where it doesn't hurt and still enjoy your life. Myth 4: I'll start saving once I earn more. But spending almost always rises to match income, so people who wait to earn more usually just spend more and save nothing. The habit of plugging leaks is what matters, and you build it now, at any income. So let's find your leaks, starting with the biggest ones. Here's the reveal: the truth about where your money is actually going, because most people waste their energy in the completely wrong place. They stress over a few dollars on coffee while ignoring the giant leaks draining them every month. So here's the order that actually works. First and most important, the big three: housing, transportation, and food. These three usually eat up the majority of everyone's budget, which means this is where the real money is hiding. Shaving even a bit off any one of them, a smaller place or a roommate, a cheaper car or insurance, cooking instead of constant takeout, can free up hundreds of dollars a month, far more than cutting tiny things ever could. Attack the big rocks first. Second, the recurring leaks, subscriptions and memberships you forgot you had, streaming services, apps, gym memberships you don't use, all silently charging you every month for nothing. Hunting these down is like finding free money. And third, impulse spending, those in-the-moment purchases that feel small but pile up fast. Big expenses first, then recurring leaks, then impulse buys, that's the order that frees up serious money fast. Now here's the honest fine print before you start slashing. Now the honest fine print, because saving the wrong way backfires. First, don't be so extreme that you're miserable, because crash frugality, like a crash diet, never lasts. If you cut every single joy out of your life, you'll burn out and rebound into spending. The goal is sustainable, cutting hard on things you don't care about while keeping the few that genuinely make you happy. Second, don't step over dollars to pick up pennies. Some people obsess over saving 50 cents on something while ignoring a huge overpriced bill. Focus your energy on the big wins first, they're worth 100 small ones. Third, and this is crucial, saving money is pointless if you don't give it a job. If you cut expenses but let the extra just sit in checking, it'll quietly get spent on something else. So the moment you free up money, immediately redirect it, automate it straight into savings or investments before it can vanish. Fourth, automate everything you can, so your savings don't depend on willpower every month. Cut smart, not miserably, focus on big wins, and put every freed up dollar to work automatically. With that in mind, let's start finding your money, beginning with the big three. So here's your first and most powerful move: attack the big three, because this is where you free up the most money the fastest. Start with housing, your biggest expense. You may not move tomorrow, but options like a roommate, a smaller place at renewal, or even negotiating your rent can save hundreds a month, the single biggest lever you have. Next, transportation. Cars quietly drain people, so shop around and lower your car insurance, which many people overpay on by hundreds a year. Keep a reliable paid-off car instead of chasing a new one, and combine trips to cut fuel. Then, food. This one's sneaky, because eating out and constant delivery can quietly cost far more than groceries. You don't have to stop entirely, just cook more than you order, plan your meals, and watch how much you save without feeling deprived. And here's a bonus move that hits all your bills: simply call your providers, your internet, your phone, your insurance, and ask for a better rate or mention you're considering leaving. It works shockingly often, and a 15-minute phone call can save you hundreds a year. Attack the big three, and you'll free up more than months of cutting small stuff. But there's a second move to seal the rest. Your second move is to seal the recurring leaks and stop the impulse bleed, then lock it all in with automation. First, do a subscription audit tonight. Go through your bank and card statements line by line and list every recurring charge. You will almost certainly find things you forgot you were paying for. Cancel every single one you don't truly use. This alone can instantly free up real money, every month, forever. Second, beat impulse spending with one simple rule: the 24-hour rule. For any non-essential purchase, wait a full day before buying. Most of the urge simply passes, and you'll be amazed how many purchases you no longer want by tomorrow. Removing saved card details from shopping apps adds even more friction that stops mindless buying. And third, the step that makes all of it stick: automate your savings. The instant you free up money from these cuts, set up an automatic transfer that moves that exact amount into savings or investments every payday, before you can spend it. This is the difference between saving money and just spending it somewhere else. Kill the leaks, wait out the impulses, and automate the wins. Let's put it into action tonight. Let's make this real with 3 moves tonight. First, do the subscription audit. Pull up your last month of bank and card statements, list every recurring charge, and cancel everything you don't genuinely use, right now, tonight. This is the fastest money you'll find all week. Second, pick one of the big 3 to attack this week. Choose housing, transportation, or food, and take one concrete action: make the call to lower a bill, shop your car insurance, or plan your meals for the week to /takeout. Just one big move frees up more than dozens of tiny ones. Third, and don't skip this, set up an automatic transfer for the money you just freed up, so it goes straight into savings before it disappears. Audit your subscriptions, attack one big expense, automate the savings. If you do only one thing tonight, do the subscription audit and cancel what you don't use, because that's free money you'll keep every single month from now on, for about 10 minutes of effort. Start there, and you'll feel the difference on your very next paycheck. So let me leave you with the shift that changes everything. You don't have to wait for a raise, or a better job, or more income to have more money. You can create it right now by plugging the leaks that are quietly draining you. And here's the beautiful part: a dollar you save is actually more powerful than a dollar you earn, because earned dollars get taxed, but a dollar you stop wasting is yours to keep completely. And when you cut a recurring expense, you don't just save once, you save that amount every single month, forever. It's like giving yourself a permanent raise that no boss can take away. The people who build real wealth aren't always the highest earners, They're the ones who refuse to let their money leak away on things that don't matter, and who redirect every freed up dollar toward their future. So stop feeling broke and start hunting your leaks. Attack the big three, kill the subscriptions, beat the impulse buys, and automate every dollar you free up. Do that, and you'll find money you didn't know you had, and finally feel your finances start to breathe. Now, once you've freed up this money, the smartest thing to do is give it a plan, and I broke down the simplest budget that actually works in another video. Watch it next. So let's bring it home. You probably don't have an income problem, you have a leak problem, and plugging those leaks is like giving yourself a raise you get to keep completely. Saving fast isn't about misery, it's about being intentional. Attack the big three first: housing, transportation, and food, because that's where the real money hides. Then hunt down and cancel every subscription you don't use, and beat impulse spending with the 24-hour rule. And most importantly, the instant you free up money, automate it straight into savings or investments before it can disappear, because saving is pointless unless you give every dollar a job. Pick one move tonight, do a subscription audit and cancel what you don't use, then automate the savings. That single habit puts money back in your pocket every month from now on. Now here's your perfect next watch. Once you've freed up this money, you need a simple plan to keep it growing, and I broke down the easiest budget that actually works in another video. Go see it right now. Subscribe to Money Decoded USA. Real money help for everyday Americans, no hype. I'll see you in the next one.